Hello everybody, so today we are going to do just a quick little workshop video for you. So as the title of the video suggests, we have been having issues with these hydraulic couplers on the back of the tractors, and we have found a solution. So when we were back in the 1990s, we had a 399 and a 390, and the spool couplings, as far as I remember, never ever gave us any bother. As time went on, we went on to a 4260 and a 4345. Again, those spool couplings were very good, but they did leak a lot. So the O-rings inside wouldn't last very long, and they'd be pouring oil out. But it was a cheap and easy fix, just put a new O-ring in and go on again. Time went on again. We have now got, as you've seen, the 7614 and the 5712, and they have these different couplers. And I have to say, we've never had one leak yet, so the O-rings are different somehow. But we are having a different issue on both of them, in that the couplings, I don't know what to say, they don't really work anymore. It's a real struggle to plug the hydraulic pipe into the coupling. We will demonstrate. Okay, so we will just put it in the vise just to hold it easily. So you've got to use your imagination and imagine this is on the back of the tractor, and this is just a standard anything that we plug in. And we've been having trouble. So the problem we've been having, you just physically can't push it in. The center bit that's got the balls in that do the catching into the ring, the center bit doesn't go in, and the balls obviously then don't contract to allow it to go in, and it just doesn't work. So initial thoughts we had as to why that center part wouldn't go in. Maybe there was some dirt and dust had built up in this bit around here, stopping it from moving, stopping the balls from retracting. So we've got the pressure washer, give it a good old wash out all around in there. Still didn't make no difference. Now, to replace these things, I don't know today's price, but they are in the region 60 to 70 pounds each per coupling. They've probably gone up now. So as you can imagine, we weren't in a big hurry to go out buying a heap of new ones. Perhaps we could find a service kit or something. Maybe some new balls, or something had to be done without paying out all that money per unit to change them. So one day back in the winter, me and brother, we got in here and we set to, we've got to find a solution to this. It's not going to cost a fortune to replace them all. So we took them apart, and we did actually make a mistake on the first one. I can't find it now because we took it apart in the wrong place and bits fell everywhere. But we got it back together enough to kind of see that. So we got it apart enough to see it wasn't dirty. Nothing was worn out, nothing looked obviously wrong. So that, changing these balls in the spring, whatever's in there, that wasn't going to fix our problem. So we set to again, and we discovered they screw apart. They screw apart just here. So this bit comes off of this bit. And with a lot of trial and error, we discovered if that wasn't done up tight, the couplings would pop in. But if it was done up tight, they wouldn't go. It was next to nothing, kind of half a turn is all we needed to slacken it off, and then they would work again. And more importantly, on the tractor under kind of working conditions, they wouldn't leak. So our original test run for this new idea of just putting some little spacer in there, and we just put a rubber O-ring in. It's not under any pressure, so it didn't leak, and it did work. It kept it just right. A little bit of movement was still there, and it worked. But a rubber O-ring wasn't a long-term solution, because you couldn't do it tight without squeezing the O-ring out, and these things have to be tight, otherwise vibrations are just going to fall apart. So we came up with plan B. Our solution was copper washers. So we measured up, decided what size we needed to cover the thread or to slip over the thread. Couldn't get the right size we wanted, but got some very close. So all we've got to do is bore the center out a little bit, do that on the lathe. We'll go and do that now, and then we can put it back together. So now we've got enough clearance. Just got to take the burr off. Take the sharp edges off. So they come apart pretty easy. As easy as that. There's no springs or anything in there, nothing falls out. Then we just pop our washer on. Ooh, he's a bit snug. There we go. Make sure everything's clean because we don't want no dirt, and then on he goes. Back up to the specified torque, which is about that much. Then we will have a trial run with our imitation trailer. In and out, good as new. And it really is as simple as that. Just one quick copper washer. These were just the first copper washers we found that were big enough, just on eBay. I think it was about £10 or £11 for 10. So they're not, you know, as washers go, they're quite expensive. But if it saves a couple in, £1 to fix a couple in is an absolute bargain. So we're just going to put them all back together now. So I've done 6. So on the 5712 we've got 4 spools, 4 double acting spools. So that's 8 of these on the back. 6 of them have gone. The that do the pushback hitch, up till now I've hardly used, so they're still going okay. But I've done the other 6. Just put it all back together now, and then hopefully a few years of service, a bit more out of the original couplings. Okay, so here we are, all back together. So these are so we've done the top 6 couplings. These haven't wore out yet. These are the ones that are teed into the pushback pickup hitch, so I hardly ever use those. But these are the ones we use the most, and are the ones that were given the Bolivar. So they've all got a little washer in now, and hopefully we'll just have to wait and see how long it lasts. So I'm sure we are not the only ones to ever suffer this coupler issue. So if you've had this problem, let us know. Put a comment down below. See what you did to cure it. I'm fairly sure the Agco parts department are not going to be very happy with my little video, but you know, more nice cheap fix. But there we are. I'm sure they'll be in touch. Anyway, so I'll leave it at that for now. Just a little quick one today. You know, it's hopefully saved us a lot of bother and an enormous amount of money, hopefully. So there we go. I will say thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.